Okay, are we seeing you twice? Good afternoon, good afternoon, good afternoon. How are you going? Welcome again to our Working Online Made Simple workshop. I thank you very much for joining, Chris. How are you going? I'm hearing something in the background. How are you going?
Doing good. I was trying to connect on my PC, and of course I couldn't hear the audio, so I jumped off and then I jumped back on again. I still didn't. So I reconnected on my phone, and it seems to work. So I have no idea what's going on here. Technical issues.
All right. Okay. All right.
Working around it.
All right. So did you hear anything I said at all? You couldn't hear anything you said?
No, I heard nothing.
All right. So, all right. So no problem. What I was saying is that this is just a video that I have showing from one of my coaches, from Eben, showing people that even if you have an online presence, it doesn't mean that you can automatically monetize what you have. So it's showing people what to look for, or little tips to look for when they're ready to set up what you want to set up, whether it's a ebook, whether it's a website, whether it's a blog, or anything online. It's gonna give a foundational principle of what to be careful about in terms of your wording, what you're offering, so that people actually take or engage your information, or engage your product, or engage your presence. All right. If you don't follow certain tips, people are just gonna just look at it and then move on. All right. So he's just showing some tips what to look for. All right. There's a video on that. All right. But as again we said, if there is any question you have, anything you want to follow up with, just let us know and ask, and we're ready to run with it. All right. Remember, your priority is more important in this program. All right. Whatever it is we have running, what you're concerned about is more important. All right. Do you have any questions at the time? At this time? Mute. He's mute. Yes, let's go.
Okay, sorry, I had muted myself because I was tearing up paper. No, I think actually what you're talking about is pretty interesting. So good.
All right, good. All right, so what I'm going to do, I'm going to run it from the top. All right, just give like a halfway, just to show some of it. All right, but this video is on my website. I could always show people the link to go over it, right? But I'll just continue. All right.
Paul Cunningham, retirement coach, mentor, author. Don't just retire, create a new life. Okay, so what is it? Well, we've got Paul here, who's a retirement coach and mentor. And again, if this is just a business card, if people who are going here already know Paul and this is just to show that he's legit, okay, fine. But what's it about? Well, it's about Paul, right? And what do I get? Paul. And that doesn't sound that interesting to me, especially if I can go watch people jumping off of, well, big balloons in outer space on YouTube. In this video, you're going to see two case studies that might be the most powerful marketing that I have ever encountered. And I've seen a lot. These two case studies will change how you see marketing and how you approach everything you do to get customers. We're also going to analyze 37 different websites and see exactly how to improve our marketing in order to grab the attention of our customers and pull the attention in so they listen to what we have to say, and so that we can better offer them our products and our services to buy. So what is marketing? I define marketing as communication that gets customers. We have to remember that we're not engaging in marketing activities in order to make friends, to get people to like us, or to just convey an image. We're marketing to get customers, to get real individual human beings to come and give us money in exchange for our products and services. And if more people aren't showing up to buy from you, then what you're doing isn't marketing as far as I'm concerned. And here was my first major lesson in marketing from a time in my life when I couldn't afford to make mistakes with my marketing investments. I was a brand new real estate agent and I needed to figure out how to get customers because I had none. I went to a marketing seminar and I bought a book of advertisements that they were selling there, and then I ran one of them in my local real estate newspaper. And I think it cost a couple of $100 to run this ad. The ad featured a picture of an empty director's chair with a headline that said, "Eben Pagan is too busy taking care of his clients to pose for pictures." And then it had my phone number. Okay, I thought it was pretty clever. The only problem was that, well, I guess there were two problems. One, it offered no benefit to my prospective customer, and two, no one called to buy or sell a house. Now, I did get a couple of calls from friends to tell me that they saw my ad and they thought that it was great, but nobody called to actually do business with me. Now, next, I went to another marketing seminar, a much better one this time, and I learned about direct response marketing. And so I ran a new advertisement. Now, here's the interesting part. I ran it in the same real estate paper for about the same amount of money, but this one was very different. Okay, there were no pictures, it was just text, and it had a big headline that said, "Free report reveals the most expensive mistakes to avoid when buying or selling a home." And then it went on to describe a free report that they could receive by just calling the phone number that I listed in the ad. And for the next several days, guess what happened? The phone rang off the hook. And I remember our receptionist calling me continually to put me on the phone with people who wanted the report. Okay, they were interested in buying and selling homes, and they wanted that information because it could help them. Now, this critical lesson, to focus on what the customer wants and what they need, and to offer it to them clearly and explicitly, became the strategy behind my first major business success, which allowed me to build a company selling relationship and dating advice. And I built that company to the $20 million per year level, and then to go on to train tens of thousands of entrepreneurs around the world in things like marketing and productivity and business growth. And then lately to go on and invest in and advise companies that have grown to be worth hundreds of millions of dollars. Now, to create marketing that makes money, you have to begin with what your customer wants and then feature it up front. Tell them that this is what they're going to get first. Remember the two ads that I just mentioned? Once they know that they're going to get what they need, then they'll listen to the other things that you have to say. If they don't know that they're going to get their needs met, they don't care. Now, almost no one who advertises and markets online and builds websites gets this simple truth. Instead, they focus their marketing on themselves. They talk about how great they are, how great their company is, how great their product is, without mentioning the specific, tangible result that it's going to deliver to the customer, the benefit that the customer gets. And the reality is that right now, you're not competing for customers anymore. You're not competing with other businesses for your customer. You're competing for attention. So you're not competing with who you thought you were competing with. Okay, maybe you've paid attention to what's going on YouTube lately. Have you seen any of the homemade videos that they are making with the little GoPro camera that people can strap onto their helmet or their bike or whatever they've got? Have you seen the guy skydiving from 24 miles up in space with the GoPro camera? Have you seen the camera on the back of the Eagle, or the one, this is my favorite, where the camera fell out of the airplane with the skydivers and it wound up getting chewed on by pigs, and then the farmer found it 8 months later and put the video online? Or the guy doing these massive crazy flips on a bike, I mean, obviously attempting to kill himself as rapidly and dramatically as possible, right? Well, you're not competing with who you thought you were, you're competing with this stuff, and you're competing for attention. And if you don't grab it immediately, you won't get it. The good news is that your customers have needs. They need solutions, and they need your product or service to get the solution, the outcome, the benefit that they want. So if you can let them know quickly that you have what they're looking for, you can get attention and you can sell more of your products and services, even though you're competing with things like YouTube. Now, in a moment, we're going to analyze 37 different websites that were submitted to me just in the last few days. I want to give you a metaphor to keep in mind as you look at these. Imagine that your marketing piece, whether it's an ad or a video or a website, is a stage. And on that stage, you can have one thing in the spotlight. So you can put your product in the spotlight, you can put your company in the spotlight, you can put yourself in the spotlight, or you can put your customer on that stage. Okay? You can put them in the spotlight. And specifically, you can put the need that they have, the result or the outcome that they want. Now, what do you think a customer is going to respond best to on that stage? Do you think the customer is going to respond best if it's you talking about yourself, or talking about your company, or how great your product is? Or do you think that they're going to pay attention faster? Do you think they're going to stay tuned? Do you think that they're going to be more interested if you put them on that stage and their needs? Now, in the postmodern age, there's no time for cuteness or beating around the bush with your marketing. You've got a couple of seconds, maybe 3 seconds max to get your point across. And if you don't, people bounce, okay? They are out. And that's actually the term that they use online. If someone goes to your website and then they leave quickly, it's called a bounce. Okay? They're gone. They've got 100 other things to do, and they're looking for something that grabs their attention, something that meets their need. And talking about yourself or your company or your product, or worse, not talking about anything relevant at all, or talking about something that's abstract or ambiguous or artsy, okay? It all gets the same result. They bounce. They leave. So again, we're going to look at 37 different websites and really get the importance of putting your customer's need and the result they want in the spotlight. And a few days ago, as I recorded this, I emailed everyone who subscribes to my list and asked them to submit their websites for me to critique. So we're going to look at static websites, just pages here. In other words, no video, no audio, because this actually communicates more quickly than anything else, and it gets the point across faster. All right? So as a rule of thumb, you've got 3 seconds to get your customer's attention. Now, for the sake of this exercise, we're going to keep 3 key questions in mind. We're going to ask 3 key questions when we look at each website. And we're going to assume that a prospective customer will give you a maximum of 3 seconds to answer them. Okay, here they are. First, what is it? Second, who's it about? And third, what do I get? Okay, and you need to answer these 3 questions right up front, okay, whether it's an ad, a website, a video, whatever it is that you're making. And what you're going to see here is that most of the people that design marketing and design websites, they don't take these 3 key questions into consideration. They don't communicate very rapidly what it is that they're offering. They don't communicate who it's about, or they make a bigger mistake and they make it about themselves. Okay? They make it all about them and how great their company is and their image, and they don't convey what the customer gets. Okay? And this is really what they want to know. What do I get? What's the result? What's the benefit? What's the outcome? Okay? So what is it? Who's it about? And what do I get? What is it? Who's it about? And what do I get? And in fact, we're going to start where advertising really has its roots, and that's with print advertising. So let's look at a classic advertisement written by David Ogilvy, one of the grandmasters of advertising and marketing. Okay, so take a look at this advertisement. This ad was written 40 or 50 years ago. Look at the headline, How to Create Advertising That Sells by David Ogilvy. And this ad, obviously there's no fancy design here, okay, but this ad has 38 points that they've learned spending over $1 billion in advertising and tracking all of the results. Okay, so what is it? What's it about? And what do I get? Okay, what is it? Well, it's information on how to create advertising that sells. Okay, what's it about? Well, it's about creating ads. And what do I get? I get 38 points. Each one of them is very useful if I'm writing an advertisement. You may want to look this one up online and read it because it's super valuable. It's more valuable than most of the modern internet marketing trainings that are out there. Okay, it's really good stuff. I mean, imagine if you spent $1 billion and tested it. Okay, so how to create advertising that sells. I challenge you to create better marketing than this. Okay, 40 or 50 years old, and it was a print ad, but it answers the 3 questions just very loud and clear, and it's super valuable. Now you'll notice that this advertisement, it almost looks like an article, okay, like an editorial article from a magazine, and that's a great place to start when designing marketing or designing anything is to go look at what the editorial designers are doing. So let's take a look at a few things that have come out of magazines and websites that are more kind of journalistic editorial so that you get a feel for what I'm talking about here. Okay, so look at this. Okay, this is an article from a website. And you can see headline, and then there's a picture, and then there's a column of text right here. Let's look at another one. Okay, this is obviously a page out of a magazine, the headline and a subhead, and 3 columns, and then an image here. Here's another one, okay, picture, headline, right? This is obviously an editorial design. Another, okay, you're starting to get the theme here. Now what's interesting about editorial designs is that they've been tested decade after decade after decade by professionals. Okay, many billions of dollars have been spent perfecting the art of the editorial design, and what's really interesting about editorial design is that it communicates that you can trust me. Okay? It communicates that it's got something valuable to give. When you ask, what is it, and what's it about, and what do I get, you see, what is it? The science of love at first sight. Okay, so what's it about? Well, it's about this topic. You know what it's about. And what do I get? Well, I get to learn about what's going on, how love at first sight works, and if I'm interested in finding a partner, this is going to be extremely interesting to me. Okay, within a couple of seconds, boom, I have everything I need to know to make the commitment. I'm going to check this out. I'm going to read it. Now I'd like to show you 2 websites that I've built. And what's interesting about these is one of them's about 7 years old and one of them's about 12 or 13 years old. Okay, so these are not my most modern stuff. And again, I'm starting with the roots here so that you can see what I'm talking about. All right, so take a look at this. Okay, does this design look familiar? Does it look kind of editorial? Headline, take this free 10-question business quiz to find out how well your business stacks up when it comes to marketing, hiring, growth, and making big profits. Answer these 10 questions and I'll send you a free 5-page analysis with valuable tips for growing your business. All right, so it's very clear. Now, is there any fancy design here? No, right? There's a couple of colors and a couple of fonts and some questions, right? But this was very successful during one of our product launches. Take a look at this. This is one of my earliest web designs. This was when I was building my Double Your Dating business, teaching dating advice to men. Here's how to meet and date the kind of women you've always wanted. Okay, so what is it? Well, it's information, obviously, okay, very editorial, on how to meet and date the kind of women that you've always wanted. Okay, now what's it about? Well, it's about you. You have always wanted. And it's about meeting and dating these kind of women. And what do I get? Well, I'm going to get a lot of really good information. In fact, it says right here, I'll show you the exact steps and specific directions to help you be more successful with women in dating, and you don't have to be rich or handsome to do it. Okay, so what you're going to get is the step-by-step techniques for getting the result that you want. Okay, so again, these are older materials. These are not my newest, best stuff, but you can see, I mean, these were each responsible for helping to build multi-million-dollar businesses. Let's take a look at 2 more websites that will help drive home the points that we're trying to make here. Okay, here's a 99 Designs website. Maybe you've heard of them. You go there and you get people to design websites and logos and things. Take a look at this. 99 Designs, get a design you'll love, guaranteed. Let our community of 281,140 designers create dozens of designs for you. Get a design you'll love, guaranteed. Okay, so what is it? What's it about? And what do I get? Get a design you'll love, guaranteed. Okay, there's no ambiguity. I don't have to think about it. I don't have to sit and look around and try to figure out, you know, is this about design? Is this about pets? Is this about cars? Right? Here, logo design, web design, and more. Okay, they very clearly convey what it's about. Let's look at another one. Okay, here's Apple. Okay, they got a picture of the product, all new design, a ton of advanced technology in just 1 pound. And then over here it says 1 pound, 28% lighter, 20% thinner. Just a few seconds, I know what it is, I know what's going on, and I understand the benefits. I understand what's in it for me. And this looks like simple stuff, but as we'll see, It's not that easy for most people to do. So now what we're going to do is we're going to switch to the submissions that I got, and I chose 37 of them to show you what other people are doing. These are all chosen from the wild. They're just random submissions. I just went through them and chose 37 of them. And we'll look at these and we'll see how they stack up to some of these that we've compared. Okay, first one, bridge gaps. We bridge your gaps. Okay, so what is it? Well, it's bridge gapping. What's it about? Well, I don't know, actually. And what do I get? I have no idea. Okay, so this equals bounce. Okay, I'm out of here. Here we go. Change is the only constant. And then we've got change kind of flipped over, so it's kind of hard to read. I'm already confused. Okay, higher learning. Living student life to the fullest. My Google spreadsheet budget will work for corporate sponsorship. Okay, so what is it? Right? No idea. I mean, this could be anything. What's it about? What do I get? I get out is what I get. JudyStep.com. It's always spring when you're living your dream. It's your life. Judy Step, transformational life coach. Okay, so it took me 3 points before I even got any idea what this was. I mean, Judy Step, that's obviously someone's name. It's your life, right? So what is it? I don't know. What's it about? Well, it's about Judy. It's not about the outcome that her customers want for sure, right? And it's about this flower. What do I get? Well, I get to read a bunch of stuff about Judy and bounce is what I get. Here we go. The Full Gambit Marketing Method. The Full Gambit Marketing Method 1.0. Laser-targeted customer and business avatar exercises. Laser-targeted customer. Leave your comments below. Okay, so what is it? I don't know. What's it about? Well, it's about this thing that I don't know what it's about. And what do I get? Well, I get a video, but I don't know what's in it for me. Here we go. Get your free nutrition book excerpt. Luscious Nutritious. Get your free nutrition book excerpt. We were doing pretty well there up until that excerpt. You lost about 80% of your power. Okay, so what is it? Well, it's a free nutrition book excerpt. There's probably a nutrition book involved. What's it about? Well, it's about nutrition, but notice it's about getting a nutrition book excerpt. It's not about me getting in shape or losing belly fat or attracting the partner that I want. In other words, it's all about the book, all right? And what's the result I get? Well, the result is that I get the book and it says moving your body. Yeah, so not, a little better, but not that much. Ancora.com, Buy Me a House program. If you want to buy property in today's market, the rules have changed. Okay, so what is it? Well, it's probably something about buying a house. What's it about? Well, it's about this, a program and the rules that have changed, but I can't figure out, is this information? Is this a real estate agent? I don't know immediately. When people hear about our Buy Me a House program, the program name, right? So I still give some, I can't figure it out even by looking here, okay? So I bounce. RM, Randy Munt. And we got some cool pictures here. Looks like an Aston Martin and a mansion, financial freedom just ahead. How to autoplay YouTube videos, remove player controls, and YouTube logo. All right, so Randy. All right, so what is it? Well, I don't know, because it's got Randy and a car and a mansion, and then it's talking about YouTube videos. What's it about? I don't know. What is Quanta? Journey begins here. Right? And what do I get? I have no idea. So I'm on to the next thing. Vanderbilt Realtors. Okay, so what is it? Well, at least we know that we've got a real estate site here. Okay, and request your personal listing today. So at least there's something to engage. Okay, what's it about? Well, it's about real estate. What do I get? Well, there really isn't anything for me to get here. This is asking me to call and list my property is what it looks like. Okay, there isn't something that's offering me tips on how to save money when I'm buying or selling a house. There isn't something here that's telling me how to sell my house guaranteed. There isn't something that's getting me past the pain and the worry that I have. But it's at least a couple of steps in the right direction relative to most of the websites out there. Monica Hoyt, relationship coaching. Authentic, healthy relationships from the inside out. Get the best in love and life. All right, so what is it? Well, it's Monica. She's a relationship coach, so we know that. What's it about? Well, it's primarily about Monica, and secondarily, authentic, healthy relationships from the inside out, which is about the relationships. It's not about me. Okay, this isn't talking to what I get. And when I say, what do I get from this? Well, I get to learn about Monica. And if I'm already interested in Monica and this is like an online business card, fine. But as far as pulling me in and making me interested in paying attention to it so that I can buy something, not so much. Opulent Legal Resources, LLC. Opulent Legal Resources. Legal marketing solutions that bring clients to your door. Okay. So now I'm getting a little better clue. Be empowered to excel. Our sole agenda is to see you succeed. By the way, put on your, kind of your tough armor here. If these are your websites, I'm gonna be straight with you. I'm gonna talk to you the way I would if you were a friend of mine or someone that I loved and cared about, because this stuff really matters. Words like be empowered to excel. Our sole agenda is to see you succeed. That sounds like stuff that they used to write on the side of like carpet cleaning trucks 30 years ago, okay? This is old rhetoric. It's just stuff that nobody cares about. It doesn't mean anything anymore. All right, so Opulent Legal Resources. It sounds like what you're doing here is you're probably helping legal professionals to get clients. But if you're helping legal professionals get clients, and I don't know exactly what you're doing, but if you are, it should say, attorneys, here's how to get more clients. It shouldn't say Opulent Legal Resources, legal marketing solutions. These are all abstract terms that don't really mean anything. Visual Answers Opticians. Okay, so at least we know it's opticians. Visual Answers. Welcome to Visual Answers Opticians Loughborough. I don't know how to pronounce that. Visual Answers are optometrists and contact lens specialists. Okay, so what is it? Well, it's obviously opticians. What's it about? It's about Visual Answers, and it's about them. Okay, Visual Answers are optometrists and contact lens specialists. In other words, they're talking about themselves. It's ironic that the next line is, we are 100% focused to provide you, your family, friends, and colleagues a professional, friendly, and personal, all that stuff that you used to see on the carpet cleaning trucks 30 years ago. Quality, service, excellence, guaranteed. Meaningless, right? So, okay, but give me something more interesting. Right here we've got eye problems explained. All right, at least we're trying to, give some information here. But what this needs to say is, whatever your client's biggest need is, okay? If you need contact lenses, this video is the most important thing you're going to see all year. Tell me what it is that I'm going to get out of it. Left more visual questions than visual answers. NextSoft Business Solutions. Moving forward fast. There's one of those phrases again that I love, right? Sounds like it should be on the carpet cleaning truck. NextSoft Business Solutions, right? That could be anything. Consulting, coaching, software. Okay, so what is it? No idea. What's it about? Well, it's about consulting, coaching, and software, which is a lot of different things. It's not about me. Accounting software. Wouldn't it be great to have a template for your BAS account? All right, now we're starting to almost talk to me, but I don't see anything here that talks about me and my problems and the solutions that I need. Vismetrics. Asset allocation know-how. We help you allocate assets to minimize risk and maximize return. Okay, that's probably about as ambiguous and abstract as you could be and still talk about what you're talking about here. Okay? Asset allocation ideas, ETF model portfolios, fund comparisons. This gets even scarier if you zoom in. Vismetrics publishes reports which compare asset allocation ideas, ETF model portfolios, and funds within each asset class. Visualize over 35 different risk and return metrics. Compare over 300 asset allocation methodologies, 700 ETF model portfolios, and 600 asset class funds. I want to shoot myself immediately. If this was my business and this was my website, I would be trying to help people get that this helps them take it from 300 and 700 and 600 down to the one that they want to use, or the one model that they're going to use to invest and make more money. And I don't see any of that here at all. The Crystal Lotus. Change your mind, change your life. Personal freedom, business prosperity, spiritual expansion, with Margarita Crystal Lotus, dealing with stress and overwhelm. All right, so what is it? Well, Crystal Lotus here is obviously some kind of a coach or practitioner that teaches this material. All right, what's it about? It's about Margarita Crystal Lotus. It's about the Crystal Lotus. It's not about me. Down here, when we get to dealing with stress and overwhelm, okay, now we're starting to be about me. What do I get out of this? Well, I get a nice feeling from looking at it, but I don't get, I've got to be pulled in. Okay, I don't get, here's what you're going to get from this. Self-leadership. Wisdom is power. Self-leadership program, a simple, powerful method for self-change. If you want to speed up your success, then become a member of our Rapid Change Self-Leadership program. What is it? Self-leadership, I don't really know what that is. What's it about? Well, it's about self-leadership, and it's not really about me. What do I get? I still don't know. So let's bounce. Pixels and clicks, stories that click. Ooh. Warning, B2B tech marketers, don't read this if your marketing funnel is bursting at the seams with hot leads. All right, so sounds like what you do is you help people get more leads, more traffic and more leads. But if you do, and I wouldn't be so enigmatic about it, right? Instead of B2B tech marketers, don't read this if it is bursting. I would say up here, I'd get rid of all this stuff immediately and put B2B tech marketers. Here's how to get more hot leads for your business. Okay? And all the rest of this stuff, it's all just, wasting my time. I've got to filter through it. You make your logo tiny and put a big headline up here that's specific. Not one of these, don't read it if you're, okay, so I don't have enough leads. Okay, so I've got to read this. Okay, you don't want to do all those calculations. Get to the point. Retirement, wow. Live life exponentially. Paul Cunningham, retirement coach, mentor, author. Don't just retire, create a new life. Okay, so what is it? Well, we've got Paul here, who's a retirement coach and mentor. And again, if this is just a business card, if people who are going here already know Paul and this is just to show that he's legit, okay, fine. But what's it about? Well, it's about Paul, right? And what do I get? Paul. And that doesn't sound that interesting to me, especially if I can go watch people jumping off of, well, big balloons in outer space on YouTube. Productivity secrets of successful people. How to get more done in less time, make more money, and take your life back. Productivity secrets of successful people. Okay, finally. Now this, right, this is grabbing my attention. This has got something to offer me. Productivity secrets of successful people. What is it? Well, it's obviously a video that shows me productivity secrets of successful people. It even says it on the video, right? What's it about? Well, it's about productivity secrets, and it's about how to get more done in less time, which is interesting to me. And what do I get? Well, I get some good stuff. Now, what I'm noticing here is, right, claim your spot now. Okay, so this is a sales video. Good, good, excellent. Church Biz, B-I-Z-Z. Share your work. Albums, business blogs, pages, resumes, create account. What is it? Church Biz, I have no idea. What's it about? No clue. What do I get? I get out. Stampede Innovations. Get some cows and a horse. Be versatile. Mobile web design. Don't be the guy she can't take anywhere. All right, wait a minute. Stampede. We're talking about stampedes and we got cows in innovations. Be versatile. Mobile web design. There's like a little, right? Like my brain kind of glitches a little bit when I look at this because I'm thinking Stampede Innovations. I'm thinking we're talking about ranching or maybe there's a rodeo or something involved. Be versatile. And then mobile web design, right? It's such a non sequitur, right? So what is it? Well, it's probably mobile web design. That's my guess based on this. What's it about? Well, it's confused. It doesn't know what it's about. And what do I get? You know, don't be the guy she can't take anywhere. I really have no idea what I get, but it's not organized, and I bounce. Joel Harper Fitness, and then I assume that's Joel, and then a big Shop Now button, and some pictures of magazines where I assume that Joel has shown up. Now, Joel, if this is kind of your business card, again, if maybe you've got clients or people that are signing up for your program, and they're going to check this out to validate that you're a legit guy, fine. Okay, this gives me that feeling that you're definitely a legit guy. But if you're trying to sell stuff here, if you're trying to get people to buy things, it says Shop Now, I'd rather see the product that someone's really interested in, maybe your number one best-selling product, with the benefit to the customer, what they're going to get, like, you know, lose 17 pounds of belly fat in 90 days, and then maybe there's, you know, a book, or maybe there's some personal training or something. I'd love to see the benefit to me, not just you, right? So what is it? Well, it's Joel Harper Fitness. We get that. What's it about? It's about Joel. And what do I get? Well, I get to look at the picture and I get to shop now.
Okay. So I'm just interjecting. See how you're going, see what's needed, see how you're feeling. Right? See how this running, any idea you have, anything you want to share, thing you pick up. Right? Anybody? Right, you're unmuted so you could respond.
Yeah, from my perspective, I really like the examples he's going through, because a lot of times you look at the creative efforts of other people and you scratch your head as to exactly what. Plus, you know, really narrowing it down to the person, I think is good. Great insights.
Yeah. We also use a lot of this to help your Facebook posts, your Facebook groups, even people finding the group, that sort of thing.
Yes.
We can help. Yeah. All right. What are you working on these days?
I'm trying to grow a new Facebook group.
Okay.
And the aim of growing the group is to get email addresses. And, you know, this is kind of making me, because I put an ad out there and people are liking the page. And then so like in the last week, I've had 89 people like the page and about 25 or so have joined the group. So that's good results. The problem is they're all bypassing the questions and not giving me their email.
Oh.
So I'm like, you know, trying to go, okay, how on earth do I do that? And as I'm putting out, you know, more and more posts, I don't really want to get into the whole matter of posting, but this information here is, you know, you're constantly asking what is in it for the person, because the next part of the puzzle is getting engagement in the group so it takes off on its own without me having to constantly try and prime the pump.
What is the need? What are they getting?
It's natural it's natural solutions for kidney health.
Right. What is the problem with the kidneys? People are happy with the kidneys.
The problem is it's not functioning the way it should, and the numbers are going in the wrong direction.
So
no, that's very general.
Yeah, go ahead. specific?
Right. That is very general. But at the same time, that was the starting point.
Okay, okay. What are you getting complaints from people in relation to the kidneys? Have you
No,
seen?
no, I've had, I mean, it's only been a week. But I've had, a few, one or two, literally saying, okay, they like this post or whatever it is, but nobody has actually tapped in and typed any comments. So yesterday I asked one question, today I asked another question.
Right. I'm
Trying
talking about before the group, not in the group, but before the group. I'm talking about. Did you get any? Did you research to find out what are the complaints before with the kidney?
Yeah, I have some idea.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I don't have the whole statistics behind it. And that's actually one of the things I'm actually researching now,
Okay.
is getting into, like, I'm just sniffing through another group and seeing what are they complaining about, what are the things they're talking about, to get some intelligence from that group, in terms of, what are people actually talking about, and seeing whether or not are the people who are jumping over to have a conversation, jumping over to join the group, are these people actually interested in talking to these things? So,
Right.
yeah, the ultimate goal is to get their emails and then do some email marketing, for a natural health solution kidney product.
Right. Good.
See, that's the ultimate goal, but first you got to get their emails.
Well, even before that, what make you think that product works?
Just looking at the material with it, one, looking at the amount of people who are selling at the sales, the responses. It's coming out of ClickBank through associated with ClickFunnels and Spark.
Yep.
And the gravity on it was fairly good. So there are about 59 or so resellers selling the product consistently. And so the opinion is based upon the performance of other people who are selling the product. Right. So you figure, okay, if the product performance is good, then it should in itself be a good product. I plan on buying the product and kind of checking it out. The problem is I don't have the kidney issue, so I won't be able to check medical results. I can just check, the comprehensiveness of the information in it, and then be able to speak to it from that perspective as I start the email saying, hey, check this product out. What do you think? But it's more the thought process is doing it more so from a question perspective with some insights. My dad had kidney issues as a complication to something else. So I have secondhand lived through some of the issues. And then another good friend of my mother was on dialysis. So it's familiar from an outsider's perspective, but it's not familiar from a personal experience perspective.
But the people who are getting results, they have testimonies on their platforms or pages or anything like that?
Yes. So on the actual reseller site, so you send them to a link, and on that site, there is significant testimonies of the product, on the product.
Right. But what is the major, when you think about all the different testimonies, when you go through the testimonies, what is the major before and after pain and satisfaction that is being repeated? Major pain or problem they were having, not just in terms of the kidney, but what it was causing or hampering them in their lives, keep repeating itself in the testimonies. And then what are they able to do now that this thing has gone? What keeps repeating itself now that they're able to do now? What keeps the stand out when you read through the testimonies?
That's a very good question. I can't answer it because I haven't analyzed the testimonies.
Okay.
So I basically need to analyze the testimonies in order to be able to answer that question.
That might be a very good approach. That's so that way, if you could get that. In fact, I told one gentleman that when he was dealing with men a lot, was to find that out, because he have a lot of testimonies with people he helping, and say, okay, what seem to be standing out, what they keep repeating, and let's see if we could get the top 3 things that they keep repeating. And then, okay, so whatever we're putting for the group page or whatever it is that's captivating, or in the headline, one of those 3 things, or even 2 of them, or whatever it is stated there, that this thing is happening to you, and this is what's going to happen now, with based upon the results the other people keep repeating. Because the kidney is a physical problem, but the problem they might be expressing might be a relationship problem caused by the kidney problem. And when they take the solution for the kidney problem, they're able to enjoy this relationship result.
Yeah.
What I mean? And just as an example.
No, that's true. That's very true.
So that could help to change things around in terms of people grabbing it, not so much to give you the email, but they're grabbing it and putting the emails in, because they're also feeling or experiencing that problem, and they want to get that solution, that end, after they take the product.
Right. And I think, they're coming in at because I have sent out, the ad ran and it covered just over 1,000 people. We got about 89 people liked the group. And of the 89 people plus 12 of my friends that are invited, we're at 25. Mm-hmm. So the numbers are there. I mean, I probably renew the ad, but I think I'm going to change the ad and do exactly what you're talking about here. Speak to the pain and satisfaction, which may actually increase the engagement and maybe increase the somebody wanting to say, okay, I will give you my email. Because like I'm saying, I will send you tips on nutrition. Give me your email. And a person might be like, well, I don't care. But to your point, if I go to the pain point, then that they will speak to that.
Yeah. And you're saying that you want to get the email, but you said it was skipping over something.
It skips. So you have the 3 questions that you can ask to join a Facebook group.
Right. Yes.
Okay. Yeah. Mm-hmm. But when it says answer these questions, if you just X out of it and get out of it, then it submits it. And even though I think I have it configured, moderator approved, they still get to join the group anyway.
Really?
Yes. So I'm like, I don't know if I did something wrong in my configuration or something, but I've also seen that with other groups that I have joined, where I X saying I'm done with it, and then I still get this notification that you're approved.
Because okay.
I did not, however, set it up for automatic approvals. And for the automatic approval, one of the things is must answer all 3 questions.
Right.
So I don't know if I select that, then, by a process of elimination, if they do not still answer all 3 questions, will it kick it back into my queue or remind them? So I don't know. So I think
you want to help to resolve that? You want to try to get help?
Yeah, I mean, it's a twofold thing to see the why, right?
Yeah, I mean, you could always do the, because one of the questions could be related to the same pain thing if they had this issue, these issues,
Yes,
or whatever the issues are. When you find the issues, when you do the research, but that
right.
part could
So
be solved in terms of
so the
making.
questions do ask what stage of cancer, what stage of kidney disease are you?
Uh
Um,
huh.
what are some of the things that you're experiencing?
Mm-hmm.
And then share your email and I will give you information on nutrition.
Uh
But
huh.
on our conversation here, I think I will change that to looking at the testimonies, getting the pain points, and then asking the specific question of the pain point, which would then lead into the, hey, send me the email and I will explain these top 3 pain points,
Okay.
which may give more value um, and more desire for them to say, don't bypass it, give the email to get that thing. Because just like he said in the first video, if a person doesn't give you their information, then you can't specifically build a relationship with them,
No. Yeah.
right? Um, so therefore, yeah. So that's the current challenge, is to work on through and trying to create that one. And then I will.
Yes, go ahead. And then.
There's a second one that's in the wings, but I'm leaving that alone for now.
Okay. All right.
That one is tied more towards suicide prevention. But I'm kind of using this one to learn the interface. And because this one is tied to an affiliate marketing product with its
Yeah.
own everything.
Yeah, that's true.
Then all I got to do is set up the interface and then let it run on its own. But to walk away from the group, I really need to get the engagement going. And it's early days. Maybe I'm just being impatient. It's only been a week.
Oh,
Right?
okay.
It's
All
only
right.
been, let's say, 2 weeks. Okay.
All right.
So it's not like it's been 6 months and
All right.
nothing.
That's still early. Yeah.
Right. So, it's yeah, the 2 weeks tops, I think, is where we're at. But I want to tweak it to be way more effective.
Yeah.
And those questions, what is it, who is it about, and what do I get?
Yeah.
Especially what do I get, what's in it for me, is critical. People are joining because they're interested in natural solutions. But the challenge now is to push them to the next level of becoming a participant, not just a joiner.
And then for that to happen is that they have to have this specific problem that you are talking about, not just health solutions, but a specific health solution.
Right.
Right. Okay.
Right.
Okay. Great. Man, that could be done. And then, of course, so but what I was looking at in the process of joining the group, that's a Facebook group, that is, you want them to send to what? Put in their email, and then they will be able to join the group, right? That's what you want.
Yeah, I want them to answer 2 questions, put in their email, and then be able to join.
Then when they click, they'll join the group.
Right. But only one person has actually done all 3 questions. And nobody else has even answered the questions.
Right. So we need to find out why. Not only that, but how did they get in if they didn't answer all 3 questions?
Yes.
Yeah, unless it's set to automatic. But you say you didn't set it to automatic.
No, I did not set it to automatic.
Yeah. So they have to be manually approved.
And even when I played around with setting it to automatic at first, I had it set that automatic if you answer all 3 questions.
Right. You had it automatic if they answer all 3 questions.
Yes, but they're not even answering one. So I'm wondering if I should set it now to say automatic if you answer all 3 questions.
Yes, it's supposed to be like that. Yes. It's supposed to be automatic if. Not just automatic if, because you could actually set that.
Yeah, you see, it doesn't have automatic. So you want to know if it shouldn't be forcing them to say, well, you got to answer the questions. So
yeah.
Okay.
You're right. Yeah, it's supposed to.
So what I will do is I will change it and run a test and see
Yeah.
if I set it to automatic.
So when you go to member questions, you have the 3 questions there.
Yes.
The group rule.
And I have the group rules, and it says ask people to agree to the group
Yeah.
rules.
Right.
Right.
Go ahead.
Okay, that's set up.
Automatic member approvals.
Right. When I go to the automatic member approvals, I have nothing.
Oh, you don't have anything there? No, right. So when you click on automatic member approvals, you see complete all membership questions. You're seeing now? Oh, sorry, you mute yourself. Sorry. Just now. All right. Unmute just now.
I'm not muted.
Okay. Hello?
Hello?
All right. Now hearing you good. I don't know what happened there.
Yeah,
Hello?
a call just came through. Maybe that's what.
Oh, okay. All right, good. Go ahead.
Yeah.
Right. So saying when you click on automatic member approvals, are you seeing completed all membership questions? Are you seeing that?
No, so if I select that, and that's what I'm saying,
Yeah.
maybe that's what I should select.
Yes, it should select that. You have to select that and then
Right.
confirm. So the persons have to complete the questions. Yeah, you must set that up. And then you have all your questions so that the persons must complete the questions, which include your email, as you said.
But then what they said is that if you do that, you don't see the email.
When you do right, because it might not be necessary for you to see the emails yet. One of the things is because it's kind of tricky. You're asking to join a group, not necessarily to log in or register for something. So this is different. This is joining a group. Joining a group is a little different from registering for like an opt-in page or opt-in form. Yeah, it's a little different. So I actually used it. Right. But so it should be really and truly it should really be done before. So it should have something before, because in the email, now really and truly you could actually have you could actually set it up where it's automatic approval. You could actually go into membership and see the answers of the questions, You could actually do that,
Well, yeah, but that's the thing.
Well,
It's when I okay, so where would I go to see that?
right.
When I go, because
right, so you go to so what you do in the list of items, you go down to activity log. You see at the bottom under the same list, admin assist. When you admin tools, you're in groups, right? Manage group.
yes, activity log.
Admin tools, and you go down, activity log. So when you click on that, you could scroll down and you see members. When you click on members, you see the members there, and you can click on each member, and you can see the details of each member. So you can actually see that if you want. You understand? You seeing that? On the activity log, select dates, admins and moderators, all of that.
Yeah, I see that. Okay, let me go back to activity log.
Yeah, activity log.
And
right, so under that.
And I am seeing their names.
Yeah.
Well, actually, no, I'm not seeing their names. I'm seeing them as member reported content. No.
Right.
See, everything is giving me a
Gender,
blank.
profile, invited. All right. Profile, groups. Okay, so if you go to, let's go back. I mean, let's do it back again and show you. All right, so you want me to, let me see if I can yeah, because on activity log you actually have members. So you could also go to where is it?
And that's the thing is I'm not seeing members under activity log.
Manage, okay. Request who is approved to join.
It's fun.
So, let me just see where. Okay, so all of these. Okay, so all of this is set. Right, member request, not member requests. Right, you have membership questions. Then you go down. Wait a minute. You know, I just talking to you there, and I saw everything, and then now that I'm going back, so I can show you where it is. I was like, okay, what's going on? No, something.
Exactly.
Yeah, because it was the only time I just saw. Yeah, because I've used it before. We can actually see. Right, because the activity log is to shows people who join, and of course once the people join is part of the activity, and then of course with that you also have who it is and where they're from, and in terms of the email, whatever information that is, you're supposed to get it right there. Okay, I am not sure with just like that. It was the only time when we okay. All right, move that. Just here. All right, so you have member requests. We have automatic member approvals. We have membership questions. We have pending posts, scheduled posts, activity log. Right?
Yes.
Right. Okay, so all of that's supposed to be there. Group rules, member reported content. Okay, what changed? Because I just saw members. What is this? It's interesting. And I was able to even show my members of my group. And schedule pool. That is very interesting. What had happened? Turn on automatic. You agree that. Okay. All right. So one of the things, yes, we could really do. Okay. So let me try and share it, because well and truly it's going through the list and find it. Although I think that the best way really to have the email is really for them and to join the group is really to create an item where the person clicks on a button that sends them to the group, you know. If you understand what I mean. This is not really the best way to see it. Okay, let me sure if I could share what I'm talking about. The best way to do it. Let me see if I can share that. Okay, good. So all right. So this is membership. This is activity log here, right?
Yes.
And inside of here, we'll have people who join, request to join. You can see the details and all of that, right? And you could go down the road. But I am thinking the better strategy is to the group belongs to a page, right?
Yes.
Good. I am thinking the best strategy is to advertise the product, and the button that they click on sends them to somewhere to fill out a form. An email address. When they do that, the result is that they get sent to the group.
So, okay, because what I've been doing is from the page, just inviting them to the group.
Right. Yes, but because you want that, I think that's the challenge, because of what you want.
Okay.
You want to get the email addresses and the names, right? Together, right?
Right.
As a list. So here in the page, where you click, where here it's in terms of the product that is advertised, here should have a button for the person to join the group to get the product or to learn more about it. The button.
Yeah, but I don't know that button you're saying on the page.
Mm-hmm.
Right.
Right.
Because the button options are
look on the button, watch, send email. See what I'm talking about? Sign up, send email. It could be any of these. You could use.
But now the thing is, so this you're doing, okay, so edit follow and edit button.
Yeah. And on the button.
So choose an email, but this is choose an email address where people can contact you.
Email people to reach you, right? So that's an email for them to contact you. But the other option, I'm thinking, is not really right for you. You really want them to sign up for something.
Yeah, there is a sign up. Choose a website where people can sign up for your newsletter.
Right. But the website don't have to be like a full-fledged website.
Right.
It can be a simple. Okay, do you have a Gmail address?
Yeah.
It could be a simple opt-in page on a Gmail address. It could even be a simple Facebook form that you fill out, appointment form. It could be anything like that. It could be. The thing about it is that there must be a place where they can put a name and email address, whatever that link is.
So this would take them out, because here's one of the things that they said. I listened to this guy Ian Stanley the other day, and he did his own email thing, and he was saying about how Facebook wants people to stay within the platform.
Yes,
which is why he recommended going from the page to the group, and then in requesting the email in the group. And then you can take that and put it on your autoresponder.
Right, but here's the problem. That is not good for that is more good for Facebook. Facebook,
yeah, because they're obviously bypassing the group thing.
Yeah, so Facebook, what Facebook do? Okay, the person's name and email address is your real estate.
Yes.
You having it staying on Facebook. Facebook now owns that as well. And
no, the thing about it is that once you accept the member,
yeah,
you can no longer see the email information.
No, but Facebook can.
Well, yes, that's true.
That is what's happening. So what I'm saying is that was designed for Facebook, not for you. For you to benefit from it, you have to take the person to a page. Then in clicking on in filling out the form, they get linked back now to the group, because it wasn't in the group before. They move from a page to a group member. So the attraction of this solution, that's what we're talking about, getting the benefit thing before. getting the attraction of the benefit must give them enough compelling reason to give you the name and email address. But it's yours. That's the thing about it. It's not, well, it's not on Facebook. It's not Facebook owned. It's yours. You have it. And you could, yes, they're part of your group, but you could also engage them outside of Facebook when the time comes. But at least you have it, you have them in a group, but you also have their name and email address outside of Facebook, just in case you want to engage them more than on Facebook. Yeah. So, in fact, I always advise people, don't ever, I always advise people, it's not enough to just have people, if you're talking about going to the level of wanting them to purchase something, it's not good to just leave them on Facebook.
No. Well, that's the idea, is to get the email so they can go somewhere else.
Yeah.
So I think I'm in this conversation, I'm looking at this this learn more.
Right.
Right.
Yeah, that's a big one. That's a big one. Nice.
Okay, so if you go learn more,
yeah, that's nice.
Then you come to a website.
Yeah.
And then the website now would request, that would be the opt-in page.
Yeah. Yeah. Opt-in page, it could be, or it doesn't have to be it does not even have to be a web page. It could just be a free autoresponder. If you understand what I mean, like MailChimp, or you have any autoresponder at all?
Well, yeah, but the thing about it is that when you go to the there is nowhere, it's sign up. Mm-hmm. Sign up is okay. How can people sign up? Choose a website,
which is the same thing. Learn more, same thing.
Yeah, but that's it. So you have to take them somewhere else.
Yeah.
And then they won't go straight to the autoresponder. They will go into the opt-in page.
Yeah, but what I'm saying, the opt-in page can be from the autoresponder.
Oh, yes.
Yeah. So the opt-in page don't have to be a website. It could be a form from autoresponder that you put here inside of that link.
Yes.
Yeah, when I sign up, learn more, anyone, you could actually just copy the link for the autoresponder form in there. And when they close it, what you put in the autoresponder is the link to the group now. So that when they finish it, it automatically sends them to the group to sign up for the group, to answer the questions, to join the group. So you have both.
Okay.
So it's like backward.
But if I get them into the autoresponder, right, and I get their email, okay. Once I get their email, it doesn't matter if they're in the group or not. Because from then, that's when I'm kind of marketing the product.
That's the idea. That's
right. I mean, I want them in the group to engage, but that's why the email request at the beginning. So I'm engaging them in the group, giving them value, but at the same time, periodically being able to market to them.
Yes, and even if you want to market where it might conflict with Facebook policies, you can do it from your autoresponder.
Yes.
Yeah. So you have both. You have both of them in your hand now. Both options.
Yeah.
Yeah, but choose anyone. But as I say, the learn more is good because it shows that I am not begging you for something. You want to learn something that you're seeing and interesting to you.
Yes.
Which is nice. Right? So that's really helpful. Learn more about what we're sharing here. And to learn more, you have to put this in, and of course you put the same information with the pain and the problem on it. Like for example, how I did the what do you call it? The group thing for well, working online made simple is not so much the big one. It was more the event. When I did the event with the challenges people were having online, the challenge was the person using the computer and pain, the stress of this thing not working properly. So that is where you could actually have, trying to find the event. But the idea is to find a picture then to represent that to go on the autoresponder. So when they click learn more or sign up or whatever it is, they actually seen a picture of them and what they went through.
Yes.
Right. So something like, where is my events? My events.
No, that's not your group.
Oh, whoa, what's going on? No. Where is my oh, I just saw it. Okay. I just saw it. Okay. All right. So this here. All right. So this here is the idea that when they click learn more. Wow. That is very long. Okay. What happened there? I just saw it. Yeah, this is weird. Yeah.
I think they have people that they hire just to mess with people.
Yeah, because I am not seeing my events here. Wait a minute. Pages. Okay. And it was done in do more for less, right? And then inside here now is where we have the events, which is this here. Good. Okay, good. So it's like this kind of frustration. That's the idea.
Right.
Of your kidney thing. So at least they know that, hey, but you have to get this from doing the research.
Right.
Yeah. And then they will want to learn more. And then from the learn more, they register and then link back to the group. So you get in the URL of the group to put in the autoresponder that sends them to the group after they fill out the form. After they put their name and email address.
Right.
Yeah.
So I could do that and at the same time invite them to the group. So we get both ways.
Yeah, so it goes kind of back, it goes kind of out of Facebook back in kind of thing. So then we kind of show people how to, so they're in Facebook and they attracted to it, but they have to go to a responder to fill out the form. And this time they're not going back to the same place, they're going out to a group. Basically, that's it.
Yes.
Yeah. So basically, that's what you're really doing. And then the group, you can engage them or whatever, but you also have them in your autoresponder, which you could also move to wherever you want. You could change it to respondents and whatever you want also. Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Yeah, man.
Definitely.
All right. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah.
Yeah, no, this is good stuff. I find it interesting that you do this every week. That's a lot of time.
Well, I mean, there's only 1 or 2 hours. I mean, I have other things doing.
Well, that's true. That's true.
Yeah, other work doing, building websites for people, all kind of stuff. So, all that thing is happening.
I'm trying to find. Okay. I can't find your group. Do more with less.
Did you get the email that I sent? Working online.
Yeah, I got an email.
Right. So in the email, you're supposed to have joining the group. Now, do more with less is just a page. The group is working online.
Oh, okay.
And that is in the email. That link is in the email.
Okay.
And that allows you to fill out the form the same way, kind of thing that you have to complete.
Yeah, I did that.
All right.
I did that. So
you did what?
I filled out the form.
Right. So what's the question? Did you join the group working online?
No, I didn't join the group working online. I didn't go that far.
Okay, right. So you have the option. You have the email, so you could do it whenever you want. and then you have the survey.
Join the
to
Facebook
clarify.
group. Did you
Yeah.
complete the technology survey?
Right.
Okay. So private group working online made simple. That one.
Yeah, yeah.
All right. Oh, you're just kicking off this group.
Yeah, just kicking off this group. I just started it this
So
week, actually.
what email did you use to register with working online? Well, I didn't really use an email, but
Well, to get on the list, you'd have okay, what email address it came to? That email address is what you use.
right. So here's a question now.
Go ahead.
I am going to exit without answering
Yeah, let's see. Yeah, what happens? Yeah.
and see what it did, because I think that's what people, it says your membership is pending. Answer a few questions to help the group admins review your request to join.
Right. That's what's supposed to happen.
And it is supposed to do that for 3 days.
Yeah.
But for some odd reason, these people are able to just jump in regardless.
Right, but do I say in that place what you where I told you have to click automatic member approval, and then you have to click what is it? You have to click complete
Answer all
membership
Answer
questions.
all questions.
Yes, you must click that, tick that, and then click confirm.
Yes.
Yeah. So if that don't tick, it automatically people still get in, but you have to tick that.
Well, I did that.
Oh, you tick it, right? You tick it.
So I just set that up today.
All right. Well, good. So then they can't come in just so. You have
I
to.
just set that up today.
Right. Good.
So we'll see if that was a trick.
Right. So you're because you didn't, since you didn't answer all the questions, your membership is pending.
Right.
And
that's
I
what
am
I
actually
saw.
seeing it.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I could choose to add it or not. But if the person automatically complete all, automatically they join in without me having to approve them. You see the difference?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah. I'm looking at you. I'm looking at what happened. I'm looking at the questions you didn't answer, and it's waiting for me to approve or decline.
Oh, so you are actually seeing that now.
Yes, I'm seeing it because
okay.
Yeah. So what I'm saying is that's what happens. Let me just show it to you. Right. So this is what I'm seeing with you here.
Okay.
It's a member request, and it have one, and then it have the information. Why is a member request? Hasn't answered membership questions. So if you did answer all, it would have automatically approved you.
And would you have gotten my email?
No. This is not to get your email. I already have your email already. That's why you got the email in the first place.
because this is the email question. So that's the thing, because that's what they say is once it automatically accepts, Facebook gets your email, but you don't get the email.
No, yes, you don't get the email. That particular email you don't get. It just shows that the person answered the question. You can now go and you could actually go. I could go down now to activity log. Right, on activity log, I'm looking at members because it's a member. Right, so I was looking at membership. That is one, but I could also look at what else happened. Right, activity log. So I could put remove a member, whatever. I could put add note. So I can look at the latest thing that happened at 6:31. Right.
But can you actually go back and see what the person answered?
Yeah, and see information from the person.
Because that's what I was hoping, that I would also get the information from the people, right? Which would then be a guide.
Yeah. So after I no, you haven't joined the group yet, but after I admit you to the group, it will come up here. The information will come up here with the person.
Right. But if I answered the questions, would you see them?
Yes.
You would see them the first time.
Yeah.
But could you go back? Because like there's there is one person who requested to join, and I got her information.
Right.
But I can't find out how to see it again.
Okay, so if you go to admin tools, oh no, member request is only after the person, if the person didn't come in or somebody to join. But if you go to admin tools again and you go down, sorry, if you click activity log, you could scroll along and see all the activities that took place different days for the group. You understand? You could go right down and see all the activities for the group. Right? And you should look at the post.
Yeah, so I see here where it says I approved her.
Right? And you can look at details.
See the details.
Yeah.
But I'm seeing her details.
Yeah, about her. About the person.
I am not seeing I am not seeing her questions.
All right, like if the person answer the questions you're talking about. Right. Because yes, you're supposed to see that. Like the membership questions, and if the person answer the questions. Right? Automatic action. Member reported content. No. Because you want to see what answers the person actually put in.
Yeah, because one of them answered the questions, including her email, and one did not.
Right.
I approved both of them.
Mm-hmm. Right.
I gotta look again. I think that these guys showed a way to do it, and they made it seem so.
Yeah, there is a way. Yeah. Yeah, there is a way to actually see it. Let me just check. Go back to what I was doing before. I remember showing that somewhere you could actually see it. That's not. Let me just double check. Where is my? Okay, good.
Oh, I hope you realize you're way over your time now.
Yeah.
Oh, you could do this as a question and answer thing. Interesting.
Yeah.
All right, so I just answered the questions. So I am now officially in your group.
Right, it's automatic. So I can actually go.
Okay, so it's been approved automatically.
Yes, you see, no pending members. That's
Yeah.
Automatically. Yeah. Right. So I can actually go and I can see members, and I could actually see the members, but I could go down to activity log. Let me see activity log. Right, click on that. Okay, good. Automatically approved. That. Good. See, show me. But that's what we want. We want to see how to. Where is I traffic?
Yeah, because I think that's what they were saying is once you do the automatic setting, you don't actually see it, which is kind of silly to me because you're asking people questions. You would expect that you would be able to see, you'd be able to see their questions.
Yeah. Okay, so I'm seeing something here. Right. So they actually built the app to solve the problem. Somebody built the app to solve the problem, you know. Yeah. I get started for free, but of course you have to pay for it.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's called Facebook Group Collector.
Oh.
Yeah, somebody built an app because of that problem. You're not able to see it, so somebody built an app. As I say, every problem have a solution, right? Let me
Well, that's what they say, you know.
yeah. So that's the let me just send the link for you. It have a 7-day trial. Yeah. Yeah, so that's 7-day trial allow you to see everything, email everything, and see them into a Google Sheet or your favorite email marketing. Same thing. Same thing we're talking about. So that's one way to pay for something, or you just get the person coming into the group you must first have the email before they come into the group. And that's what I was talking about. Having them learn more, enter their information, just fill out the autoresponder form. Once they click submit, it sends them back automatically now to the group. You could actually have that. You could actually just do that. So you'd have to pay for all of that. You know?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah. So that's optional. That's use the app. You have an app to do it, or you could use yeah, go ahead.
But you see, this is what it's saying for this one here.
Hmm.
They're saving group members to Google Sheet. They're doing this stuff.
The same thing as if you were an autoresponder.
So if I had the autoresponder and then I just send them back to the group.
Exactly. We're going to click submit. It has to send them somewhere.
Yes.
So that's what it sends them directly to the group, to back to the group. And then the story, link to the group, to join the group.
So now, yeah. So to get them from the page, I guess on the page I could ask them to join the group.
Yeah, yeah.
Because on the page I invite them to join the group, and I mean it's been successful. I got 25 out of 89.
Mm-hmm.
Right, within the space of a week, just over a week. Yeah, about a week, maybe 2 weeks, a week and a half, something like that. So yeah, interesting. Yeah, you have to keep trying to be smarter than these people because they want you to stay on their interface, but they want to make sure that you're not taking too much advantage of their interface because so many people are doing so much on Facebook. Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah. All right.
Yeah, man.
All right. What 7 o'clock your time, 6 o'clock my time?
Yeah.
Okay. So I see you just posted something.
Yeah, just welcoming different people because you know start joining group. Yeah, really have to right. And what I actually have is I have other stuff there now that I keep updating on this group, on the group itself. I want to keep on the group.
Okay.
Yeah, because those are things that people can learn from, a lot of this stuff. And even the video, man, even a video that what I did, those are things that are there for people to look at. Right. Yeah. Right, so have fun. The announcements. These are things to keep.
Oh, okay. You got stuff there. Okay.
Yeah, so that's an interview I had, similar to what I did with what do you call it? With Choose Life International.
Right.
I did another interview with another group, Vision Works. I did an interview with them. They did have something called book club.
Okay.
So they interviewed me and that kind of stuff, and it was fun. So I have it on the group too. Right, so more stuff happening, man. All right. So you could take a look at those things, those videos.
Yes, 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 yes. I've actually been thinking because I've been moderating a couple of those webinars with Choose Life. I'm like, I'm moderating it. I start putting them out there on a page somewhere,
Yeah.
but I'm trying to do one thing at a time.
One thing at a time. Yeah, that's true. One at a time.
Going 10 different directions. I have enough going on as it stands,
Yeah.
right? I'll be in Jamaica next week, so I'm focusing on a lot more things, I hope, but then again, I just might go play tourist. We'll see.
Yeah. Indeed.
So.
All right.
Yeah. All right. Very good.
Thank you very much, boss.
Definitely appreciate the session. Thank you.
Yeah. All right.
All righty.
See you next week. See you next week, Chris.